Welcome, my friends on YouTube. This is a special broadcast made just for you. I don't do this often, but it's Memorial Day today, man. So we thought we'd put a special treat out there. This is my good friend, Mike Durband. Mike from Chicago, a big fan of NWA, and that's the topic for today, Mike. How you doing, my friend?
Good. How are you?
I am doing okay, Mike. I see you wearing your NWA sweatshirt, bro.
Yeah.
All revved up with no place to go, man. Now, Mike, I got to tell you something. I'm going to be totally honest, okay? I watched the first episode of Carnyland, I think the night it came out. I liked it very much.
Yes.
I liked it so much, bro. When I finished watching it, I actually tweeted Billy, congratulated Billy, told him how much I liked it. I really liked, bro, Billy doing the voiceover. I really liked that for some reason. It really, really made it more personable. I liked meeting Billy's wife on that first show. I popped huge every time Irish Pat came on the screen, even though he's been known to be a ratings killer, so he may have killed the ratings of that first show. I liked seeing Jazz on there, getting her Just Fruits. She's had
her what?
Just Fruits. Her Just Fruits, bro.
Okay.
Getting her accolades, getting noticed, because she had a great career, bro, and she goes under the radar. Jazz, she really had a great career.
Well, anyone that follows the NWA, you know that Jazz is she is the reason the women in that women's division are excellent. They are the best women's division in all of pro wrestling, and Jazz is the reason behind that.
All right, Tony Khan. All right, here we go. I got Tony Khan Jr. here. No, I did see. Because you told me to take notes.
Yeah. So
I took notes.
Well, first, let's go back. Let's go back in time. You know Billy personally.
I know him, bro. Before I knew Billy, I was introduced to Billy by Jeremy Boresh.
Okay.
Before I knew Billy, both of my kids were huge Smashing Pumpkins fans. I was not, bro. That music just didn't do it for me. However, one day, bro, when I was in Atlanta, Billy was playing in Atlanta. I got a call from JB, and he said, man, Billy's playing here tonight, and he really wants to meet you. And I'm like, shoot, bro, my kids were teenagers at the time. I'm like, man, this would be great for my kids. So I said, absolutely. Bro.
Where are you working at? Are you at TNA at this point?
I think I'm at TNA. Yeah, okay. I'm at TNA. Bro, Billy let the kids hang out on the tour bus. We went into his hotel room. My kids got to ask him every single question they had about music because they're both musicians, both my kids. Bro, I could never, ever, ever thank him enough for, what he did for my kids. Billy and I have had many, many deep thoughts. I'll be honest with you, Mike, if we're going to go over the whole history, I was a little disappointed in Billy because when Billy was at TNA for that very short stint, and then there were a lot of problems and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I had a phone conversation with Billy, and, Billy basically said to me, bro, if I ever had my own company, you would be the first person I'd ever call. Obviously, I can't do that here. I'm not the guy in charge. My hands are tied, yada, yada, yada. I said, that's really nice, bro. I appreciate that. And then, bro, he got sold a bill of goods while he was at TNA, led to lawsuits and everything else like this. Went and started his own company.
Yep.
I never heard from.
He didn't start his own company. He bought the NWA.
He bought the NWA. I never heard from Billy, and I'll never forget, bro. The next thing I see, he's hiring Dave Lagana, and I wrote to Billy, and I'm like, bro, are you sure, Dave Lagana? Because two things, bro. Number one, I had heard a lot of strange stories about Lagana. And also, number two, bro, when I was consulting for TNA, I was working with Lagana and Conway. And, bro, from a creative standpoint, I'm just going to be honest with you. Dave Lagana showed me absolutely nothing. Zero. Nothing. So I just said to Billy, I didn't say, hey, bro, I thought I was getting the first. I didn't say nothing like that. I kind of warned him about Lagana, and the rest is history of what happened. But, bro, through the years, I always send them emails here and there. No hard feelings because you didn't call me or nothing like that whatsoever at all. So I just want you to know, like, going into this, Mike, if anything, I really wanted to like it. I really wanted to like it.
Well, you told me you loved the first episode, and then
Yes.
I was like, all right, well, why don't you watch the second one? Because the second one really gets into it more. The first one's like a precursor, and it just sets up the story. The second episode is about the Crockett Cup and the failure of the ticket sales, mostly. I wanted you to watch that one, and you did not enjoy that episode.
The second one, Mike, it took a turn for the worse.
Yeah.
And Mike, I want to explain something to you, and because I'm explaining this to you now, because Mike, how old are you now?
45.
Okay, Mike, I'm 18 years older than you, and you are going to understand this in 18 years. When you're 60 plus, Mike, I swear to you, you really start looking at how you spend your time. You really do, because okay, bro, I'm at the last trimester. You know it. And you're very picky and choosy about how you spend your time. You really try, Mike, not to waste any time. Like you asked me, why was I writing a show at 4:00 in the morning? I was writing a show at 4:00 in the morning because I was up, and I didn't want to waste that. When I go put the TV on, I don't want to waste that time. With that being said, bro, I have become very, very, very particular about what I watch. I'm not going to waste my time, bro, unless something really, really grabs me. Okay?
Yeah.
So I watched the second episode of this, and I got to tell you, Mike, there ain't going to be a third. There ain't going to be a fourth. It lost me. It lost me, and you told me to take notes. I took notes, and I'm going to explain to you why it lost me. Okay, first of all, bro, I'm going to compare this a lot to wrestlers on Netflix. Here's what I loved about that show. Every single episode, Mike, they really locked in and concentrated on who the real people were. So I got to learn about different people within that company on a weekly basis. Wrestling was like the backdrop. I really got to learn about Haley J, Cash Flow, the guy who had the seizures, Al Snow. I really got to learn about the people, and that was very interesting to me. Now, one of the things I noticed on this Carnyland, Billy is the executive producer.
Ooh.
Is that Billy?
Yeah.
Billy is the executive producer of this show. Bro, there is no question in my mind that CW on their app wanted to make this show about Billy Corgan, musical genius, Smashing Pumpkins, now owns his own wrestling company. There's no question about that. That's what they wanted the show to be, and I get it. But it really wasn't about that in this second episode. It was really about wrestling. And it was really stuff that, quite frankly, I've seen a million times before, and I'm real tired of hearing. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, man, I'm going to go off the bat. And I'm going to tell you where the flaws were. First of all, one of the most interesting guys on this show in the first two episodes is, without a shadow of a doubt, One guy that I would love if I work with him. We would get along very, very well. Never met him in my life. Brian Idle. This guy has a personality.
He tweeted you the other day.
What's that? Yeah, I saw that. He's got a personality. It comes through the television screen. And what do I get? I get him in about a 30-second cameo and never see him for the entire show.
You'll see him later on.
I won't, because I'm not watching anymore. I won't. I'll tell you who I do get, bro. And I swear to God, Billy, if you're listening to this, and I know this is going out on YouTube, brother, I love you. I will always love you. I'm in your corner. I want everything to work well for you. Everybody knows I'm very close with EC3. Bro, I told you about Dave Lagana, and you looked at me dumbfounded. Like, what are you talking about? You saw what I was talking about? Bro, this Kyle Davis, Billy, he's bad news, bro. You've got to, Billy, you could say say whatever you want about me. Here's one thing, bro. I have never met a better judge of character in my entire life than me. I've been around freaking everybody, bro. That's why I knew about Lagana. I am a great judge of character. This Kyle Davis, bro. Billy, have eyes in the back of your head, and everybody there at TNA at NWO. Be on your tippity toes. Now, Joe Galley's a real guy. I could see that already. Joe Galley's cool. No problem with Joe Galley, real guy. This Kyle Davis, and I'll tell you what really pissed me off about this Kyle Davis. And Billy should take heed to this. Billy, are you watching this? Mike, tell Billy to watch this.
Okay.
This is what really bothered me about this guy. So Billy gives Kyle and Joe the task of promoting the show, the Crockett Cup. The Crockett Cup. So Kyle must have said on the show at least twice, maybe 3 times, I'm not a promoter. Bro, let me tell you something, Kyle. You are in the wrong business then. Because if you are in the wrestling business, bro, you're always promoting. You are always promoting. For you to say, I am not a wrestling promoter, then you're not in the wrestling business, bro. Everybody promotes the show. Everybody, bro. The office, the boys, the promoter, the owner, the fans, Mike Durband, everybody promotes the show. And if I'm Billy Corgan and I'm hearing this dude say on film, I'm not a promoter, then I'm saying, well, brother, you're in the wrong business then. Because you are a promoter if you're in the wrestling business. The boys are constantly selling tickets. Okay? So right away, here's the problem. Billy, you got this guy making excuses on camera. On camera, I didn't hear Joe Galley say, I'm not a promoter. On camera, bro, this guy's making excuses. That's why I like this Brian Idle. Brian Idle was like, no, bro, no excuses. Yep. Sell the tickets. No freaking excuse. I hate excuses, bro. I can't stand excuses. Yep. Then, bro, I did like, I think his name is Billy Trask or Trash.
Trask. He's the
director.
Yeah.
He gets it, bro. Mm-hmm. He gets it. Kevin Dunn got it. Yeah, it's not about.
He's the Kevin Dunn of the NWA.
He's the Kevin Dunn. It's not about the wrestling matches. It's about the big moments. He gets it. Okay, so I like Billy. Aaron Stevens, I've always loved, bro.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Forget it. You talk about dropping a ball on a talent in the WWE. Forget about it, bro. Aaron gets it. A lot of talk, bro, about characters and story. Billy even said on there, substance over style. That was a quote from Billy. Here was my biggest turnoff. It's not fake. There are injuries. Bro, I am so effing sick and tired of hearing that. Now it turns into a wrestling show. I mean, bro, are you really going to sit there and tell me, oh, the wrestlers really get hurt? You know, bro, here's my problem with that, Mike. It's kind of twofold. Okay, number one, bro, nobody's telling you to get in the wrestling business. So if you're getting in the wrestling business, bro, you're going to know you're going to get hurt. You know, it's like, bro, you got to tell me, like a fireman doesn't know it's dangerous to be putting out fires. A policeman doesn't know it could be dangerous, that his life is in danger every day and get shot. This is the profession they choose. Mm-hmm. So I don't want to freaking hear, it's fake. Oh, wait, the injuries, in that one guy crying like a biatch over a knee. Oh, I'm done. Whoever that was, bro. Give me
Sal Renaro.
Whoever. I don't care who. Bro, I saw The Undertaker when he couldn't even walk. Freaking no-sell it, bro. You would have never known. I used to know because I would follow him after the main event because I would want to put him over for his match. And he would go with Francois, the trainer, in a part of the building nobody could find. Bro, in agony, would never sell it. And this guy is crying and screaming like a biatch. Bro, seriously.
You got to realize, though, this, you know that. You've worked in the industry for over 30 years. But this audience is like, it's a wider audience. It's Smashing Pumpkins fans. It's reality TV show fans. It's not just wrestling fans that this show is designed for. This injury thing,
but they turned it into a wrestling show, Mike. I mean, exactly what you're saying. They made it a wrestling show, and that's all the reasons people don't want to watch a wrestling show. Bro, nobody needs to tell anybody, yes, it's fake, but the performers get hurt. Duh, nobody needs to tell anybody. And plus, bro, being in the business, okay, bro, yes, they get hurt, but now how many times are they themselves increasing the possibility of injury with the stuff they're doing in the ring? So I don't want to hear that anymore, bro. If you don't want to get hurt, don't be a wrestler. I'm so sick and tired. I mean, I swear to God, it was like, okay, Billy, pull out the soapbox. Tell me how. Yeah, bro, it's fake, but these guys get hurt and the chair shots are real. And okay, bro. Like, I've heard it a billion freaking times. Then get it. Be a shoe salesman like Al Bundy. You don't have to worry about getting hurt. Okay?
Yeah. What'd you think about Billy Corgan calling them out for cutting promos with their backs to the camera, to the hard cam?
Yeah, no, that's fundamentally at this level, being on it with the NWA, they should already know that. Billy shouldn't have to tell them this.
Well, that building, see, I was at that show. That was the Crockett Cup in, I think it was Winston-Salem. It was like a 7,000 seat venue, and there might have been 300-400 people there. So it might have confused them. And the camera was set up on the stage. It was a kind of a very it was an unorthodox setting set up for the cameras and everything. So to get back to the ticket thing, like I remember that night, the Friday night when I flew into town, I went to this little pizza place right near the venue, and right by the cashier there was a stack, probably 100 comp tickets for the event. And then the next day I went to lunch at Subway, same thing, a stack of tickets. So they were just trying to paper the venue. They were trying to get anybody in there, you know?
Yeah.
And it didn't work. And can we blame Kyle Davis for that?
If that is the job that Billy gave Kyle Davis and Joe Galley, then it is their responsibility. And bro, I got to tell you something. If I'm Billy and I gave them that responsibility and I'm hearing this guy make excuses on camera, I'm livid. I'm freaking livid. And the guy should be smart enough to not make excuses on camera. Obviously, he's not. So this is the guy that's telling me right off the bat, nothing is his fault. Here's what that means. That means he's talking behind people's backs, bro. Because it's not his fault. It's all the other people's fault. That's who this guy is. And Billy, I got to tell you, I know Billy is a sweetheart of a guy. Bro, you got to wake up to people like this in the freaking wrestling business. Because I'm telling you right now, I know this guy like the back of my hand. I'm telling you right now.
So you're not a big fan of this guy, but you know who else does not like him at all?
Who?
Billy's wife.
Billy's wife. Okay.
If you would have continued with the series, you would have seen that Chloe also can pick up on the lack of his abilities of selling. And she disinvited Kyle to their wedding, which is in the finale.
And bro, I could tell you who else doesn't like him without me. And my right hand to my children did not tell me. Because I know how he is. I guarantee you, Pat Kenny does not like this guy.
No.
I guarantee. I know Pat. I work with Pat for 10 years. I guarantee this is not a Pat Kenny guy. Pat's nothing like this guy. Nothing.
Yeah.
Now, so bro, we continue on. We get to the woman now. We get to Camille. Is it Camille?
Yeah.
We get to Camille and Natalia Markova. Okay, bro, two very impressive female wrestlers without a shadow of a doubt.
Yep.
I even wrote here, Camille, she is a shit brick house. But now, bro, now we really get into the fake, phony wrestling bullshit. Like I'm supposed to believe this match is going to be real when Billy just told me the wrestling is fake, but people get really hurt. Now I'm supposed now we're really getting off the rails about, bro, this is 2024. And you're trying to sell me on like who's going to win this match. And bro, that part, threw me off. Then Billy says something very, very telling. He makes the comment that the wrestling has been fantastic. Billy, nobody cares.
Wow.
Nobody.
You know what though? Those fans do. Those old school NWA Southern fans.
What were you just telling me about the Crockett Cup and they couldn't give tickets away, Mike? What did you just say?
Because they didn't know about it.
Mike, they don't care about wrestling. Nobody cares about wrestling. If Tony Khan and AEW is not proof to that after 5 years, and bro, the fact of the matter is, and it's okay. Billy loves wrestling. He loves that old school, and that's fine, bro. There's nothing wrong with that. But what I'm saying is, bro, don't expect to sell tickets. Just don't, because you have a very small niche audience that really loves wrestling. AEW started with 1.4 million viewers. Mm-hmm. They're down to half of that, bro. Yeah. 5 years. So you've got a track record of this company, and you're seeing what they're doing, and obviously they've lost half their audience. So, bro, here's the thing with like Billy that I'm not sure about. I know for sure about Tony Khan. Bro, Tony Khan's a billionaire. He could give a shit whether he's making money or not. Mm-hmm. This could be a write-off for his old man. This guy just loves booking and playing with his toy wrestlers. Okay? Period. End of story. I know Billy is very wealthy, and I know Billy made millions with the Smashing Pumpkins. I don't think Billy is a billionaire. So I don't think Billy is in that same situation where it doesn't matter if it loses money or Billy can just afford to keep throwing, bad money after good money. Like, I don't think Billy is in that position. That's why, bro, I just think it's going to come down to the fact of, bro, you got to draw people to this show. If you want to keep this thing going and you want this thing to be a draw and you want to bring in other territories and whatnot, whatever your mission statement is, you got to get people interested in this product, bro. And to know that first and foremost, bro, it ain't going to be about the wrestling. That's my opinion. That is my opinion. Now, since this Brian Idol, is he promoting now?
Brian Idol, as he said in the show, he runs his own indie in Florida. I think it's called Fight the World Wrestling. And then he's also in charge of the new NWA Chicago territory. So he's running that. They've done 2 shows here. They got a third one coming up next month. and he's in charge of that.
And is he doing well promoting those?
Yes, because all the shows that he's done here have like sold out because he gets local talent to be on the card. It was either Joe or Kyle. They criticized him for doing it that way, but it worked because the shows were sold out.
Bro, that's the oldest trick in the book. We do that at Rocky Mountain Pro.
So that's a good idea then,
Of course it is, bro. You put local people on the show and then 20, 30 people are coming out to see those. That's why I'm saying those local people are promoting the show.
Yeah.
Now
and
they
have to sell they have to sell tickets to be on the card.
Yeah, exactly, bro. They've been doing that since the turn of the century, bro. Now you get people, invested. That's why I'm saying, bro, everybody is a promoter. Everybody's got to sell the show. When I, me writing for Rocky Mountain Pro again, I got to talk to people about the show. I want Matt Yaden to make money. I've got to talk to people about the show, bro. When you go out to eat, when somebody recognizes me, whatever the situation is, being on the indie scene, bro, everybody is a promoter. And Brian Idol, bro, they've been doing that since the beginning of time.
What about the Page sisters? What'd you think?
Well, see, bro, again, it's like, bro, when I was watching wrestlers on Netflix with Al, and somebody was introduced, you immediately were given a little bit of a background. Yeah. Immediately. They bring the Page sisters on now, bro. They may be on episode 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me nothing about them here.
You'll learn later, though, if you would.
But I'm gone, Mike. I'm gone.
So you think they should have done that at the beginning?
Yes. Okay. Make them interesting to me at the beginning. Bro, I'll be honest with you. They accomplished two things. They made Brian Idol interesting because he's cocky. He's arrogant. I'm going to back up what I say. And they made this Kyle Davis a snake in the grass. Okay. But you can.
Do you think they made him that way?
No. I was just going to say you could see that immediately.
Okay.
You could see it immediately. But all these other people were introduced like as wrestlers. Yeah. They didn't give me no insight into Camille. They gave you a little bit with Natalia. She gave you a little bit of her backstory, and that was good. But they're not giving you enough of that backstory, bro. And that's the thing, man. You can't assume people are going to stick around for episode 3, 4, 5, and 6. You got to give me this stuff up front to keep me coming.
Well, in episode 7, which is NWA 75 Night 2, which I was also at, they really go into the Page sisters' story. Their dad, I think he was a wrestler, and it didn't work out for him. And then I think he owns like his own indie company in the I think it's in Knoxville, which the girls now run. But they go into that story like how they were broke, they were getting cars repossessed, they didn't have anywhere to live. So I think you would have liked that part if you would have stuck with it.
You got to tell me a little of that when I'm first seeing them.
So don't wait until the second to last.
No,
episode.
Man, no. I swear to God, bro, that conversation always used to come up. That conversation always used to come up in the WWE because they wanted to milk everything, bro, and take their time because they weren't good creatively. Okay, like they couldn't constantly come up with shit every week. And I'm like, what are you waiting for? Yeah. What are you waiting for? Every week should be your best show, your best foot forward. And the week after that, the goal should be to top the previous week. What are you waiting for? There's nothing to wait for. That they're watching this show. You want to hook them on this show now because they may not come back next week, bro. And that's why with the Page sisters, if you would have given me a little something, but you can't, you're holding off. And bro, like I said, I'm watching this show. Okay, man, now it's kind of turned into a wrestling show. Mm-hmm. So the question I ask myself when the show is over is, okay, bro, what's bringing me back to the third show? Now maybe bringing me back to the third show is Billy teases, got a meeting with Brian Idol next week.
Yeah.
We need, give me something, bro, to some kind of cliffhanger, something to bring me back to next week's show.
The third episode was the HP Cares for Cooper, which is Highland Park where Billy lives. And, they had that shooting there a couple 4th of Julys ago. They did a benefit show for this little kid that got shot. And that was episode 3. Episode 4 was West Palm Beach. The NWA was on the Smashing Pumpkins tour for that summer. They would perform in the somewhere in the venue, in the outdoor arena. And then same thing with Tampa, I think. Then it gets into NWA 75 night 1 and 2, which I really wish you would have watched that because those are the 2 best episodes. Your good friend EC3 was on that one.
I watched the last 6 minutes of the first 6 of the last one, like you told me to.
Yeah. Do you think?
And see, bro, that's the deal. It's like if the idea of this show was Rockstar buys wrestling company. Bro, you've not given me that after the first 2 episodes.
But that they get into that in the middle in the episode 4 and 5. They show Billy, they show the Pumpkins on tour.
I'm gone. I'm done. They could have done it in the first 2 through his wife. Perfect example, bro. There was a shot in the crowd of him. He was sitting next to his wife, and they were watching shit.
Yeah.
You could tell she didn't give 2 shits.
No.
She did not want to be there. You could tell. You got to tell me that story immediately. Bro, how many episodes is this?
8.
Okay, we already went through 2, and you told me nothing. We've already gone through 2. We got 6. We've already gone through 2. Rather than tell me that wrestlers really get injured. Oh, really? I never knew that. Rather than tell me that, tell me about the dynamic between him and his wife, and she's not a fan. He's a mark for the bit. Like, give me that. Again, man, I am in the industry, so I have seen this stuff a million times.
Not every viewer has worked in the industry for 3 decades.
I understand that, bro, but every viewer knows that wrestling is fake and people get hurt. But anyway, bro, I'm just being honest, and bro, that's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. That's just the way I'm looking at this show, but like I said, the main difference between this show and Al's show, and what kept me on Al's show is we got into the performers. And like every episode was about a different performer. And it made me fans of those people. Yeah. Like, bro, if I'm watching this, I'm not walking away from this a fan of Camille or Natalia Makova. You didn't give me enough of a personal connection, man. In Al's show, when they were done telling the story of these individuals, now I cared about these individuals. This show is really like on the surface, man. We're just, for me, we're just not getting in deep enough.
Okay. I wish you would have stuck it out and watched them all. At least watch the 2 NWA 75 shows.
Can't do it. I'm 63, Mike. I'm at the tail end, bro. I'm at the tail end, man. If it's bad, I'm done.
They really get into the characters more. They go into Tom Latimer, who is Camille's husband. They talk about his battle with alcohol and how he turned his life around. And
they should have told me that when they introduced Camille.
So Camille now she was signed by the AEW, but we haven't seen her yet.
Oh, is she really?
Yeah, she's been signed for a couple months now, but of course they have not used her.
Oh, so she's now with NWA.
Oh, and you would have seen that at the end because the way they work out the finish for the main event of NWA 75, it deals with Camille. Is she going to leave? Is she not going to leave? And that kind of impacted the booking for that.
Bro,
match.
I gotta say this. I swear, bro. I know Billy Corgan is a genius, bro. I've had enough personal conversations with him. He's so above my intellect.
Yep.
I am an idiot savant compared to Billy. Bro, I got to tell you, though, if he's watching this back and he can't see this Kyle Davis, then as brilliant as he is, he's not a very good judge of character. Because if I'm watching this show and I'm seeing a guy that works for me make excuses, he's done. You're done, bro. I'm not a promoter. Bro, if your boss tells you you're a promoter, you're a promoter. Okay? You're a promoter. If Billy says you and Joe are doing this, you're now a promoter. So I can't imagine Billy seeing that and not getting pissed off at this guy. It's all hands on deck, Mike. Anybody, especially the indies, it is all hands on deck, bro. You've got to be prepared to do everything. And there was even a little thing too that I didn't like. When Murdoch and
Mike Knox,
they win the Crockett Cup. And then Billy is saying, "You see, I told you so. I told you so. You knew. You said I didn't know how to book you." So there must have been some, they must have been questioning Billy's booking. But bro, Billy's talking to them too, and this jabron, Kyle, just walks right in, like in front of Billy, and starts talking to these two dudes. I'm like, bro, that's the equivalent of Vince McMahon talking to Animal and Hawk and me walking in and just taking over the conversation. What? Come on, Billy. And bro, I know, listen, Billy may be a shark when it comes to the music business, bro, because I know the Smashing Pumpkins have changed lineups a million times and shit. So I'm sure Billy's a shark. Bro, get those teeth out, man. Get those teeth out, bro.
So do you think this show will help the NWA at all or not?
I think it will help the NWA, bro, but I think it could help them more. And what it's really got to do, bro, is it's got to make them care about the people in this company, bro. It's got to make them care about these individuals. Like, bro, did you watch Al's show?
No. I will not watch anything with Al Snow because he does not use a microphone when he podcasts.
Oh my God, that's
so I have trauma from watching 90 minutes of Al Snow per week on your shows.
Can you please invest in a microphone so I don't have to hear Mike Durband, please?
Yeah. What doesn't it sound okay?
No.
So
Bro,
I will not watch Al Snow on Netflix. No.
There was a guy, I can't even remember his name. What's his name? I can't even remember his name. But anyway, he bought into the company. And he's walking around, bro, like he knows more than Al Snow. He was the biggest freaking heel, right? Then, bro, on one of the shows, this freaking guy goes into this epileptic seizure. Now he's the biggest baby face, bro, on the show. Like, but they got into like every episode, they got into somebody where it's like, oh man, okay, now I'm rooting for that person. They didn't give me that. But bro, that's me.
Yeah.
I look for that stuff. You know, I mean, this was like I said, on the level. And man, if that's all some people want, that's great. I want more than that from something I watch.
Again, I think you would have really enjoyed the later half of the series, but you're not going to give it a chance. But anybody else, I highly recommend this show because number one, I'm in 7 out of 8 episodes. You see me in the front row at every show.
That's why you want.
That's the main reason to watch this show. And they really do get into the characters later on.
Why are we waiting, Mike?
I wasn't the director.
Well,
if I was, maybe I would have done that. But
I will say this. If I happen to be up 3-4 o'clock in the morning, maybe I'll throw on episode 3.
If this does well on YouTube, numbers wise for us, will you watch some more episodes?
I one more.
I think you should watch the NWA 75 night 1 and night 2 episodes. I think you'll like them.
Which
and then the wedding. Don't you want to see Billy's wedding?
Yeah. Well, which ones are those? 5 and 6, 6 and 7,
6 and 7. Yeah, and then 8 is the wedding. I think you'd enjoy him.
Yeah, but see, you can't lose people, bro. You got to hit them over the head early, man. You can't lose people.
Yeah.
All right, Mike, you want to give plugs or anything on this show? I know we got the Conan gimmick, bro.
Yeah.
We got the Conan. Let's tell everybody about the Conan.
So
gimmick,
you
bro.
can get the Mike Durband Productions exclusive Conan Major Bendy's figure, which I funded, and Matt Cardona and Brian Myers and those guys at the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. They have their own figure line called the Major Bendy's. This is Conan. This is the K-Dog variant. You can only get this at MikeDurband.com. You can also get autographed ones that I have up there for sale. Conan signed 100 of these for me, and also now I have trading cards.
What?
Yeah, because I'm a photographer. That's why I go to the NWA shows. I sit in the front row and I take pictures.
Yeah, but what are these trading cards now?
So here's my first one, Brian Myers.
Oh man, bro, that's awesome. So you took that picture, designed the card, had him sign it.
I took the picture. Both pictures, front and back. I didn't design the card. I had a professional graphic designer do this one. But I have 25 of these for sale at MikeDurband.com, and there will be a Matt Cardona one coming soon, and who knows who else. I'm trying to get EC3, but we can't decide on what picture to use. So
that I like. I like that a lot, bro. That is.
You.
Can you tell us how much those are?
These are 30.
That's wow, $30 for an autograph card, front and back of your favorite wrestler. Does it come in that protective case too?
Yeah, yep. It's $30 free shipping to the US.
Wait a minute. That comes in the protective case and free shipping for $30. But you're crazy, bro. No, you're crazy. Just give it away.
The one touch.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
Also, watch Adventures in Carnyland on the CW app, and you can also watch it on your computer too, but it's on the CW app. It's free. You don't have to sign up for anything. Just watch. I want to
tell you guys, I am not telling you not to watch this. Okay. Watch it. I'm telling you to watch it. This is worth watching. I'm just giving you my opinion and the type of show that grabs me. That's me. Bro, listen, that's after 63 years of watching television, bro. So you may watch this like Mike and feel completely different about it. So please absolutely watch the show. I did not once say this show stinks. This is a bad show. The production value is great.
Yeah. I
love that Billy narrates the show. I was just looking for something a little deeper, and maybe that's just because I watched Al's show first.
Yeah,
and that's what I really like. So no, bro, this definitely check this out. Do you know the NWA website? Maybe they want to go to an event, Mike.
NationalWrestlingAlliance.com.
All right, there it is, bro. National Wrestling. Mike, tell them about that they need to sign up for YouTube and leave a comment and all that stuff.
Yeah. Subscribe to this channel, the Vince Russo channel, and because I run it.
Yes.
I'm doing a very poor job of it.
Well, here's the thing. You went to the extreme now. I told you may have been putting out too many videos and people weren't getting a chance to see them all.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, bro, slow it down. Now I'm waiting here a week to get a new video from you. You slowed it down too much.
I can only put out what you're giving me. You weren't putting out anything this past week.
Anything
you got to be more controversial.
Okay, all right. Well,
now you cut a long promo on Kyle Davis, though this may yeah. So where else? Channelattitude.com. Give us your plug.
Yeah, guys, channelattitude.com. And listen, man, if you've never subscribed to our Patreon program, which starts at 75 cents a week, by the way. Mm-hmm. You can go to patreon.com/Russo TWC right there on the screen right now and get a free week of the brand. It costs you absolutely nothing. You get to try it out. You get to see what all the shows are like. Patreon.com/Russo TWC. That is it for me and the great Mike Durband. We'll see you next time.